Greetings and salutations. This is Almighty Christopher Daniels, sometimes known as the Fallen Angel, but always known as the greatest wrestler in the world. Your mom's favorite wrestler, your dad's favorite wrestler, the world's favorite wrestler. I'm also a paragon of virtue, an inspiration to children everywhere, and the man with the rear that makes the girls cheer. And while you're watching me, I'm telling you, you're also watching Top 10 Wrestling. So, congratulations.
What's going on, guys? It's Tom of Top 10 Wrestling. Welcome back to another tier list video. This is the tier list I've made myself once again. I'm going to leave it linked in the description. Basically, in my last video, I ranked all the WWE Women's Wrestlers. Today, I'm going to be ranking the entire AEW roster so far, just based on like who I know and who I like from what I've seen of them on the indie scene and from All In. A lot of them I'm unfamiliar with, I will say. So basically, this is based on the Wikipedia page for AEW with the roster page on it. So people like Brian Pillman, Ace Romero, Glacier, who have all been announced for the Battle Royale, to my knowledge haven't actually signed, because I know if Brian Pillman Jr. was on here, he'd be pretty high up because he's really good. But I'm also excluding people like Billy Gunn, because his main purpose is to be a producer rather than a wrestler. All these were taken from the AEW roster page on the website, other than Aja Kong, Dustin Rhodes, Brandon Cutler, Yuka Sakazaki. Forgot her name, so I already know who's I'm unfamiliar with. Private Party and Sadie Gibbs. And the rest, like I said, are all from the AEW roster page. But we're going to go from bottom to top. We're going to start with Unfamiliar. We're not going to go through them one by one, because, that'll be really difficult. So, Unfamiliar, CBAS. Okay, so Unfamiliar is this girl. Again, I don't know her. Brandon Cutler, Yuka, Private Party, and Sadie Gibbs. Also, Hikaru Shida, Jack Evans, I'm not really too familiar with. There's a lot I'm unfamiliar with. Jungle Boy, Kip Sapien, Peter Avalon, Kylie Ray, Nyla Rose. I think that's everyone. Sunny Kiss, I'm not familiar with either. Okay, there we go. So we've got the entire row being taken up by unfamiliar people. Michael Nakazawa, I'm kind of familiar with him. I'll rank him when it comes to ranking him, because I haven't seen him wrestle, but from what I've heard about him, he's pretty good. Okay, let's start off with C. Who do I want to put in C? I think there's only really one person I could put in C, and that's Brandy Rhodes. Thing is, there's no bad wrestlers on this roster. I'm putting Brandy Rhodes in C because she's just new. I think as compared to the other women and the other members of the roster, she's probably not the best. So I'm just going to place her in C for that reason. Okay, on to B now. I feel like B and A are going to have a lot of people in them. So B, start with Ali. They had an angle with her on TNA where they legitimately killed her off by like murdering her, and I thought it was amazing. Darby Allen, I've seen his work. I think he's pretty underrated. I think he's a star for the future. I know he's wrestling Cody at Fight for the Fallen, I believe, or is that at Fighter Fest? I'm not too sure. I think I'll put Nakazawa here. I think that's a good position rather than putting A and S. Sammy Guevara, I've heard a lot of things about him. I know my friend Connor is a really big fan of him. Aja Kong, I know she's big in Japan. She wrestled for WWF back in the day. I'm familiar with her. But I know she's aging. And I feel like she's probably not up to speed with some of the other women. That's no disrespect to her because she's still really good. Like I said before, there's no one bad on this roster. I'm going to put Scorpio Sky at B, but that could change. Maybe A later. This is mainly based on opinions as well for like who I like as well, which I should mention. Ooh, this is really difficult. This is really, really difficult. Okay. I think there definitely should be some more there. I'm gonna put Britt Baker there. I really like Britt Baker, but I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put Leva Bates there as well. We can always come back to it, but let's move on to. Actually, I'll put Chuck and Trent on there as well. I think they're borderline between B and A, because I really like Chuck and Trent, but I think they're borderline B and A. But okay, that could change again. Like I said, I'll come back. I think I'll put MJF here as well. MJF, I like him. I've seen a bit of him, and I think he's a future star. So for now, I'll put him at B. Okay, now for the rest, I'm going to put Dustin Rhodes at A, because he's a big star, but his wrestling ability has obviously declined with his age. I don't think he's going to be like a guy putting on 5-star matches in AEW, but I'll put him at A for that. I'm going to put Adam Page, Christopher Daniels, and Frankie Kazarian in there. 3 members of the Elite. Obviously, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, bad influence. I think they're, again, borderline S. They aren't going to be like the mega stars of the company, I don't think. Adam Page could. Kazarian and Daniels, I'm not too sure about because they're getting older in age. I'm going to put Shima at B because I'm not too familiar with him, but I know he's the guy behind OWE, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, the promotion based in Japan. So I'm going to put him there for that reason. I'm going to put Angelico in A. Angelico's a high flyer. I loved him in Lucha Underground. If you've never seen him, look up his matches in Lucha Underground for the Trios Championships with Son of Havoc and Ivelisse, because they were absolutely amazing. Jimmy Havoc, he's big in the UK, big on death matches. He's extreme, and he's awesome. Joey Janela, I really like, and that comes with Penelope Ford, who I also really like. I like them as a tag team, as like a duo, but I also like them both individually. Individually, both of them would probably be an A. Penelope Ford's probably my favourite of the women that have been signed. But also Bea Priestley, actually. I really like Bea Priestley. I forgot about her. Didn't recognise her there. Bea Priestley is also one of my favourites. I really like her. She's big in the UK scene as well. Who else? Actually, to be fair, I think the rest of the people I can go ahead and rank in S. Both the Lucha Bros, Cody, Chris, Kenny, the Bucks, and Pac. Yeah. Do I want to change Trent and Chuck? Or any of them? Oh, I'll leave them like this for now. Yeah, I'll leave it like this. I actually quite like this list. Alright, that is my list. So, at the S tier, we have Jericho, Cody, Rey Fenix, Penta El Zero M, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Pac. All very good. Chris Jericho, Cody, and Pac. Obviously, all former WWE guys. Jericho is in my opinion, one of the greatest of all time in wrestling. Cody has revolutionized the indie scene. Pac, amazing high flyer, very underrated in WWE. Phoenix and Zero M, 2 of the best Mexican wrestlers in the world. Kenny Omega, probably the best wrestler in the world. And the Young Bucks, probably one of the best tag teams in the world, up there maybe with the Usos. Can't really decide between them who's better. And then A tier, obviously Goldust or Dustin Rhodes. Adam Page, who I kind of want to put... I'll leave Adam Page at A. I feel like in a year or two, he'll be at the S tier. But yeah, S tier, Chris Jericho, Cody, Phoenix, Zero, Penta Zero M, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Pac. And A tier, Dustin Rhodes, Adam Page, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Angelico, Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, Penelope Ford, and Bea Priestley. B, Ali, Darby Allen, Sammy Guevara, Michael Nakazawa, Aja Kong, Scorpio Sky, Britt Baker, Leva Bates. Oh, I just realized Leva Bates, that's Blue Pants. Oh my god, yeah, Leva Bates is Blue Pants. I just realized. I love Blue Pants. I'll leave her at B still, but I just realized she's Blue Pants. Oh my god. Big ups. Chuck Taylor and Trent, the best friends, MJF and Shima. Then at C, we have Brandy Rhodes. All the people I'm unfamiliar with. This girl whose name I still don't remember. Sorry if you're a big fan of this girl. I just don't know who she is. I literally forgot her name. Brandon Cutler, Yuka Sakazaki, The Private Party, Sadie Gibbs, Hikaru Shida, Jack Evans, Jungle Boy, Kip Sabian, Peter Avalon, Kylie Ray, Nyla Rose, and Sonny Kiss. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to leave a link to this tier list in the description so you guys can make your own. Yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to have Money in the Bank predictions. Well, actually, Money in the Bank predictions came out already. This is going to come out the day after Money in the Bank predictions. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Keep on rolling.